This is Race Group 5B. This is the Bonhams Cup Race.
Group 5B is next. That's 1981-1991 FIA Manufacturer Championship, IMSA GTO and GTP cars. And good size grid, 44 cars, so actually we're going to start on them now. On the pole, Charles Neerberg, Dallas, Texas, 1991 AAR Toyota Eagle Mark III GTP. 42 is Bill Arbeline, Palos Verde, Peninsula, California, 1999 BMW Williams V12 LMR. 116 Skylar Robinson, Augusta, Georgia, 1986 Porsche 962. 77 is Weldon Muncie, Irvine, California, 1992 Mazda RX-7 92P. Number 10, Bruce Canepa, Scotts Valley, 1986 Porsche 962C. Number 62 is Jeremy Barnes, Irvine, California, 1991 Mazda RX-7. 56 Robert Davis, Irvine, California, 1990 Mazda 787. Number 18 is Kenneth Davis from Escondido, 1985 Roush Mercury Capri. And 53 is Ken Epsman, Santa Clara, in a 1984 Pontiac Firebird. 11 is Richard Dean from Garforth, West Yorkshire, in an 85 Ford Mustang. 16 is Zach Brown, is from Scottsdale, Indiana, 1986 Porsche 962. 06 Tom Dooley from Scottsdale, Arizona, in an 88 Porsche 962 Group C. 33 is Bill Auckland from Holliston, Michigan, 1991 Chevrolet Duracell Camaro. 202 is Ken Seward from Irvine, California, another of those Mazdas, 1989 Mazda 767B. And let's see, number 8 is Henry Schmitt, San Francisco, California, in a 1978 BMW M1 ProCar.
Back in row 11, number 56 on the inside, Tom Fluansky, and a 56 BMW E29 M3 alongside 50 Dan Walters from Homeland, California, 82 Pontiac Trans Am.
On row 12, inside, 88 Michael Hemming, Nevada City, California, 1988 Chevrolet Corvette.
Here comes your start, Neerberg and Arbeline. Green flag. Neerberg in that All-American Racers Toyota Eagle Mark III GTP. Arbeline in the BMW Williams V12 LMR. A little bit of dust down there.
Yep. Squeezing.
Two lead cars are both white. It's the BMW that was the first car through turn 2. So that would be Arbeline leading the field in a number 42 car, being pursued now by Charles Neerberg, who started on the pole in the number 99 car. I remember when that car was competing here, and Manuel Fangio III was driving the car.
Now that's the name you want to go racing with, isn't it? Where they ask you in your driver's school, and who are you? I'm Manuel Fangio III. Oh, step this way.
Well, you've got something to live up to, too. That's the flip side of that. It has a benefit, but also can be a curse at the same time. There's that beautiful Mazda 767B, that orange and green car, the Le Mans winner, 202 out there as well.
And they're going under the bridge now, and how fast are they doing? Well, 141, the first ones, 43. 136. They're pretty steady. So, don't forget too, this is only the first lap. They'll be picking up speed here. They'll be doing probably more than 150 next lap or the one after that. '99, big trouble. A lot of smoke coming out the back of that car.
That's Neerberg, and that was your pole sitter.
Was, I think.
Looks like a mosquito abatement project. He's spraying more stuff out of the back of that car. Good Lord. That's got to be an expensive owie.
I think so.
Not seeing fluid coming out of the back of that car. Just coming out of one side, one bank, it looks like.
Yep.
That's not fog, that's smoke.
Ooh, wee. It's nearly as foggy up there as it was at 8:30.
Well, let's reset that field for you as a result of all this upset and everything. Now it's Bruce Canepa leading in the Porsche 962C, car number 10. Car 116, Skylar Robinson in the Porsche 962 is running in second spot. Bill Arberlin in the BMW Williams car number 42 is third. Number 77, Weldon Munsey in the 1992 Mazda RX-7 92P running fourth. And number 11, Richard Dean, who started back in 10th, is up into fifth in that Ford Mustang.
Now that is a turnout for the books. Richard Dean from Garforth, West Yorkshire, driving a 1985 Ford Mustang, which I seem to remember. Did he bring that with him? It seems to me it's... I'll have to look it up. But I was thinking actually it was a car that was being raced in Europe. But we'll find out. Nevertheless, he's up from 11th to 5th in this company.
You know, I think this was the Mustang we were talking about earlier in the week that was so fast through the speed trap.
It was indeed. It was indeed. It's kind of like...
And he's showing his speed now. I think we're going to go green next time by. We're still double standing yellow. Pace car is out there. Pace car or safety car, if you want to call it that. We'll have to monitor our course communication to see if that pace car does make a stop coming out of turn 11 this next time by, or actually coming out of 10 next time by. If they make the stop, that means we'll go green flag racing. But again, it's a pair of Porsche 962s at the front of this field. Bruce Canepa in number 10. And the number 116 of Skylar Robinson, they're running first and second. Then it's Arlen Munsey and Dean that we talked about. Dean in that Mustang, car number 11, started back in 10th. He is up to 5th, so he's really moving through the field.
He certainly is, and that's quite a field to be moving through as well.
Yeah, well, there's one retirement, but, you know, you can't, that's only one position.
Yeah. Plus, you kind of have to like the idea that amongst all these cars that look like prototypes, there's something that you recognize.
Green flag.
Here we go.
To racing.
Canepa being chased.
And Oberlin on the start moved up in a second. He got around a couple of cars. Oberlin in second. Skylar Robinson drops to third in that number 116 Porsche.
Munsey, Dean and Barnes are turning 227s. Davis, who is in 7th place, turned to 225.
And your leader turned to 232. You can meet Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca's official track photographer and poster artist, Bill Patterson, today at noon in front of the souvenir store. Bring your souvenir magazine and poster for a personalized message. Bill Patterson, meet him at noon in front of the souvenir store.
Come our leaders, looks like Canepa. 42 is Oberlin. 77 is Munsey. Dean is now 6. Looks like that Barnes has gone around him. And now at 7. Then Davis, Auckland said. And a gap or two. I think we get to Johnson. In fact, the next group, the leaders now have got pretty much a straightaway.
Well, look at the mix of cars in the top 10. The leader is a Porsche 962C. Next is a BMW Williams, then another Porsche 962, a Mazda RX-7 92 prototype, then a Mazda RX-7, a Ford Mustang, a Roush Mercury C, a Chevrolet Duracell car, and a BMW M3, and an Oldsmobile Cutlass. That's your top 10.
You got to like that. You've got all these super spiffy prototypes that look like they just flew in from Mars, and then you've got a couple of things that look at least recognizably like stuff that is actually you could
like a production car. Yeah. Well, I don't know if you can afford it. Well, that's a whole other story.
Well, not like it is now, but it's a sort of recognizable profile at least.
But where else but here are you going to see the juxtaposition of these cars all running together at the same time?
Oh, yeah.
It's just not going to happen. Never did in their regular life.
No, indeed. Dean back up to 5th. We're missing Oberlin. He's dropping down the field, so something happened. He's got a mechanical, I think. He's gone somewhere.
Too bad. Probably is BMW. But it's Canon, Skyler Robinson, Muncie, Barnes, and Dean, the top 5. A pair of Porsche 962, a pair of Mazdas, and the Ford Mustang.
That Mustang of Dean's is remarkably quiet, too. It's not running open pipes at all.
Five minutes remaining in this event. Your race leader, Bruce Kenepa, car number 10. Okay, Skyler Robinson, 116. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Okay, car number 11, Richard Dean. Here's a bit of history. Dean is from Yorkshire, but the car itself belongs to Zach Brown. So it was raced in the SCCA Trans Am Series, has both a Ford Capri and a Mustang by Willie T. Ribbs. No wonder it works. He scored 7 victories in 1985, becoming leading money winner in Trans Am history, but he only finished 2nd. As Wally Downback Jr. used consistently higher finishes to get the championship. In 1986, Scott Pruitt won the IMSA GTO championship in this car. Deborah Gregg raced it in 1987 for the Roush team in the Trans Am Series. Wallen Downback raced it in 1988. It also was 5th in the 1986 Daytona 24-hour race. In other words, it's a monster.
That's why that car is quick.
Okay, so here's a bit of history on Canepa's car. During the 1989 season, Australian racer Vern Schuppen produced his own composite chassis for the 962. Ralph Bellamy carried out the engineering work, and Advanced Composite Technologies in Britain manufactured the chassis itself. Complete race cars were assembled at Schuppen's factory in High Wycombe, west of London. Schuppen built 5 new chassis, which became known as the TS 962, and then 962-89, TS92. 962-89-002 is one of those chassis. All but one were used in the construction of Team Schuppen cars, which were raced in Japan, at Le Mans, the 24 Hours of Daytona in 1991 and 92. 002 was used by Schuppen's events in Silverstone, 24 Hours Le Mans, and in Japan during the 1991 season. No wonder it works. Canepa under the bridge at 140, everybody else in the high 138s.
good bet that Canepa is going to get the 1 lap to go sign next time by.
Note please, Canepa goes under the bridge at 140, and the Mustang that we were talking about, the old Willie T. Ribbs car, goes under the bridge at 142.
And that's a box compared to that Porsche aerodynamically.
And Dean's still in 5th place.
Canepa's car, easy to spot, that number 10, kind of a dark blue, almost a purple with the wind. Checkered flag at start finish. Canepa is your race winner in the number 10 Porsche 962C. Skylar Robinson yet to come across. He should be the 2nd place finisher, 116 in his 962, and in fact he is. 3rd place, Weldon Munsey in the Mazda RX-7 92P. 4th spot, car number 62, that's Jeremy Barnes of Irvine in the Mazda RX-7. And 5th is Mr. Dean in car number 11. Great drive for him. Started 10th from Garforth, West Yorkshire, in an 85 Ford Mustang.